All, welcome to the next session on Web Programming Laboratory. Today let us discuss next experiment, that is experiment 7. The experiment 7 question is to write a PHP program to display a digital clock which displays the current time of the server. So we are supposed to write a PHP script here which displays the digital clock, that is the current time of the server. So it's a very simple script that we are going to implement today. Okay, let us see what are the things we need to know. So before proceeding, we'll need to discuss two things here. So we'll be learning how to use the PHP date function and the HTML meta tag. So how to use this and what attributes to set to this meta tag, we'll be discussing it before implementing our program, that is experiment number 7. Let us first see what is this PHP date function. The PHP date function formats a local date and time and returns the formatted date. So it formats the local date and time and returns the formatted date. Now as per our question, we are supposed to retrieve only the time and display the current time of the server. So we can do that by following this format, or we can just set the format parameter of this date function to a specific value in order to fetch the date, and we have the second parameter which is time span, which is optional. So this is the syntax of a date function. It accepts two parameters. The first parameter is the format, comma, the second parameter is the timestamp. Let us look at what are the descriptions we can have for the format. These are only some of the descriptions that I have mentioned here, although we have many other descriptions for this format. So if you want to get the day of the month, we have the small lowercase d. For the textual representation of the day in 3 letters, we have the uppercase d. Similarly, for the numeric representation of the month, we have the lowercase m. For the textual representation of a month in 3 letters, we have the uppercase m. Similarly, uppercase y. For 4-digit representation of the year, for 2-digit representation of the year, we have lowercase y. For hour representation in 12-hour format, we have the lowercase h, uppercase h for the 24-hour format, lowercase I for displaying the minutes with the leading zeros, lowercase s for seconds with the leading zeros, so lowercase a for displaying am or pm in lowercase, similarly uppercase a for displaying am and pm in uppercase. So we will be using hours, that is h, I and s for displaying the current hour, the minute and the second, as well as the uppercase a in our current experiment, although there are many other descriptions apart from what is displayed here for the parameter format. The next parameter for the date function as per the syntax was the timestamp. This parameter is optional. It specifies an integer Unix timestamp. The default is the current local time, so we can set it to default for this particular experiment. Now one more thing that we need to use in this particular experiment is the meta tag of the HTML. Let us see what is this meta tag. The meta tag defines the metadata about an HTML document. That is, metadata is the information or the data about the data. So meta tags always goes inside the head element and are typically used to specify the character set, page description, keywords, author of the document and the viewport settings. So they always go inside the head element, the head tag of the HTML, or the head section of the HTML document, and typically used to specify the character set, the page descriptions and so on. Metadata will not be displayed on the page, but it is machine parsable. So search engines, they can read the contents of the metadata tag and so on. Metadata is used by the browsers, that is how to display the content and reload the page. We will be using this concept in this experiment. So metadata will be used by the browsers, will be used by the search engine for fetching the keywords and the other web services. So metadata will not be displayed, but will be used by the browsers to display the content and reload the page. It will be used by the search engines to fetch the keywords and also by the other web services. So let us briefly go through the attributes of the metadata or the meta tag. So we have a bunch of attributes: the character set attribute, the value is the character set itself. It specifies the character encoding of the HTML document. Similarly, we have the attribute called as content, whose value is the text that specifies the value associated with the HTTP equivalent attribute or the name attribute. We have attribute called as HTTP equivalent, which can have 4 set of values, that is content security, content hyphen security hyphen policy, content hyphen type, default hyphen style, and refresh. So these HTTP equivalent attribute provides HTTP header for the information or the value of the content attribute. And we also have the name attribute for the meta tag. So it can have the value of for the application name, can have the value author, the description, generator, keywords, and the viewport. So this name attribute specifies the name for the metadata. So although there are these many attributes, in our current experiment, that is experiment number 7, we will be using the HTTP equivalent attribute and the content attribute. And also for the HTTP equivalent attribute, we are going to set the value as refresh. For every 1 second, we need to refresh the web page and display the current time. After every second has been elapsed, we have to display the updated time. So we will be using the HTTP equivalent attribute for the metadata tag, and the value we are going to set it to refresh. Along with that, we are going to also use the attribute called as content. So that is about the description. Now let us proceed to implement this particular PHP script, that is experiment number 7. The question is, write a PHP script to display a digital clock which displays the current time of the server. So let us start typing our code. Let us go back. Let us go to open the editor. So I have already opened the editor. Let us just create an empty file. So let me just save this file initially. Before saving, let us just type some contents. So what are we creating? Are we creating HTML file or a PHP file? So this is a PHP script. Let us first save this file. So I save the file. I give some name. So I go to the folder, my C drive. I go to the www folder, the WAMP folder. If you have if you have installed WAMP. So under that www folder, under that I'm going to create a file, say E6 or E7. What should be the type of the file? It should be PHP. So we have PHP hypertext processor. I save it. So we have a file e7.php. Okay, now let us try to add some content to this particular file. So here we are going to have the PHP within the HTML. So let us start by the HTML. We close the HTML. Now within the HTML, as we know, we have the head section and the body. We have the head section. So I'm using this indentation just to make it more readable. Okay, so we have the head section and the body section. Fine. Now what are we supposed to have in the head section? So usually we have the title of the web page, right? So we have the title. So let us have a title, say digital clock, or any other title of your choice, and we close the title tag. Okay. What else do we need to have here? For the time being, let us just keep the title tag in the head section. Let us go to the body section now. Now what are we supposed to display in the body section? In the body section, we need to have a PHP script. So how do we create a PHP script? As we had discussed in the previous experiment, so we need to use this opening angular bracket followed by the question mark and then the PHP characters, PHP. So let me just close it also. So this is how we close it. So within this, we need to specify our PHP script. So what are the things that we need to display? We need to display the digital clock. That is, we need to invoke the date function. So rather than just displaying the date function directly, let us first try to display the date function. We'll see how it appears. Okay, so we directly invoke the PHP date function. So what are the things that we need to specify? For the digital clock, we need to specify the hour, we need to specify the minutes, and we need to specify the seconds as well as the AM and PM. Let us try to do that. And as we discussed, every PHP statement should end with a semicolon. So let us try to specify the attributes here. I mean the values for the date function. So we need to specify the hours, that is given in lowercase h, in 24-hour format, the minutes given in I, seconds given in S, followed by the AM or PM. Let us try to display the AM and PM in uppercase. So I save the file. Now how to view the contents of this particular file? Since this is a PHP file, we need to first turn on the WAMP server. In my case, it's already turned on, so let me just restart it once again. So I click on it, start all services. So how do we find that the WAMP server is on? This color should turn to green. So it's turned to orange and now it's turned to green. So let us go to the browser. So let us enter localhost. So the name of the file was e7.php. I just enter that and I display it. So we just get the title that is displayed here. So let's go back. So there was an issue in the title tag name, so I just put it in title. So I just save the file, I go back to the browser, I reload it. As you can see, the title is digital clock, but nothing is displayed here. Why? Because we have just called the function display, the date function. We have not caused the display, the date to be displayed. How do we display something in PHP? We need to use the echo function, right? So echo, let us try to display it. Let us try to display the date as it is. We'll see whether what is it that we are going to get it. Okay, echo date. I save this code, I go to the browser and I reload it. As you can see, we can get the current date, that is 12:57 PM. That is displayed here, and it displays up to 44th a second, and after that it is stopped, right? So what can we do now? And it is displayed in the default font. So what we can do here is, let us try to display the time every time 1 second is elapsed. So what do we need to do that? For that, what we need to do is, we need to add the meta tag. Okay, let us add the meta tag. For the meta tag, let us specify the attribute HTTP equivalent, okay, equal to refresh. That means the page will be refreshed. When should the page be refreshed? Page should be refreshed every time. Page should be refreshed every time or after 1 second. So HTTP content equals to 1. Okay, now we have set the meta tag, and we have specified the attribute equivalent, HTTP equivalent equals to refresh, and content we have set it to 1. That means for every 1 second the page should refresh. Let us see what are the changes in the output that we get in the browser. So we save this file, I open the browser and I refresh this. As you can see, the page is continuously refreshing. I am not refreshing it, the page is continuously refreshing itself, and you can see it displays the time, or it echoes, the PHP is echoing the time after every 1 second. So 12:59, 56, 57, 58, 59, and it is 1 PM. So that is what is basically asked in our code. We need to display the current server time. What is the server? In my case, the system in which I am running the PHP script, that is my local server. So that should be displayed. Okay, so that time is being displayed. Now what else can we add to this particular PHP script? Let us try to display it in a better way. Let us try to add some styling to it. So let us go back. Okay, let us just see, it doesn't make any sense, right? We just go to the page here. So what is being displayed, we cannot make out. It just displays a bunch of numbers. We cannot make out if it is a time or anything. So let us try to add some information to the user, some message to the user saying what is being displayed, or what is this experiment for. So how do we do that? We need to use some HTML elements. So let us go back to our editor. So again, first let us display HTML a header, say h1 header. So experiment to display current server time of the server, current time of the server. Okay, let us just display that, and let us close the h1 tag of the HTML. We save it, and this date also, instead of displaying it in a very small format, let us also try to display it in h1 format. So h1, observe, I am appending the PHP code, the script. Again, we need to close the h1 here. So close it and h1. Okay, so what else are we supposed to display? Let us also try to add a horizontal line just for the beautification. You can add any other styles of your choice. So I'm just going to add a horizontal rule, semicolon after every line. So slash hr and one more horizontal rule after the displaying of the date. Okay, I save the file, I go to the browser and I just reload it. As we can see, so this now displays a message. So what is it? So experiment to display the current time of the server. Or let us refresh it. Let us just try to, yeah, that is enough. Experiment to display the current time of the server. The horizontal rule, it's just hr, save it, and I go to the browser. So as we can see, we have the message or the heading for the web page. What is being displayed now, it is conveyed in a better way. Now what else can we do here? Instead of displaying at the left, let us try to display this entire contents at the center of the web page, which looks better. So for that, what do we need to do? Let us try to add style. So how do we add style? Let us try to add an internal style. So style type equals to text slash css. So let us close the style tag and let us try to add the style. So for which element are we displaying the style, or we are applying the style? We are specifying the style to the h1 element. So h1 open close brace. So what are we specifying within that? The attribute is text align, value is center, semicolon. So that is how we align all the text to the center. We save the file and we go to the browser. As you can see, the page is automatically reloaded. The current time of the system is being displayed now. So it is 1:03 p.m. So that is being displayed. So this is the experiment about. It's a very simple code. So what have we done? So within the HTML, we have the head and body. Within the body, we have specified the PHP script. So whatever thing that needs to be displayed in PHP should be specified or should be echoed. Whatever thing that needs to be printed on the web page or displayed on the web page, that should be put within the echo, or that should be called after mentioning the echo, calling the echo function. So echo. So we are going to display this h1 text in HTML head h1 heading. We are going to display a horizontal line just for the beautification. So echo, we are going to display the date again in h1 format. You can select any other format of your choice also, and we are displaying one more horizontal rule. So the style we are mentioning here. So we'll have to remember that we are using the date function to display the time. Sometimes students get confused, they display the date instead of the time. So for displaying the time, we need to use the values for the format for the date function, that is the h, for the r in 12R format, that is lowercase h, lowercase I for displaying the minutes, colon s, lowercase s for displaying the seconds, and a, uppercase A for representing AM and PM. And also we are refreshing the page after every 1 second. So that is what we are going to specify within the meta element attribute. For the meta tag, we are specifying the attribute as HTTP equivalent, which refreshes the page. Value we have set it to refresh. It refreshes the page for every 1 second, and this is how we can view the current system time using the PHP date function. So that is your experiment number 7. Thank you.